Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave. I'm a pharmacist, and today we're talking about coenzyme Q10 and atrial fibrillation. More specifically, can this supplement, CoQ10, be used to prevent AFib? And now, stay tuned because I have a big warning. People who are taking CoQ10 need to know it can interact with a very commonly used prescription drug. Back to the topic at hand, we have a study from 2015. They took 102 patients with heart failure, divided them into two groups. One group got CoQ10, the other did not. The CoQ10 group over a 1-year period had a much lower incidence of atrial fibrillation than the group that did not get CoQ10. A roughly 72% lower risk of AFib in the CoQ10 group. Here's another paper from 2015. This is a meta-analysis including 70 patients who took a CoQ10 supplement before heart surgery. And they took 50 to 60 milligrams 3 times a day, but only for 7 to 10 days before surgery. And what they found was a 95% decrease in the occurrence of ventricular arrhythmias. Now, they did not find a significant decrease in AFib, but I think that's because they only used it for 7 to 10 days. So the big question is coenzyme Q10 safe? It turns out it's highly safe in doses up to 1,200 milligrams a day. Now, as a pharmacist, it's worth noting I would never recommend taking that amount for this purpose. In the first study, the dose was 30 milligrams a day. In the second, the maximum dose was 180 milligrams a day. So that's about the top end of what I would recommend for this purpose. So the drug interaction that I alluded to at the beginning of the video is actually between coenzyme Q10 and warfarin, which goes by the brand name Coumadin. And there's an interaction there because CoQ10 chemically resembles vitamin K. Vitamin K is involved in activating clotting factors, and warfarin actually works by inhibiting vitamin K in a certain way that prevents the activation of clotting factors. So definitely consult your doctor, but generally if you're taking warfarin, you should avoid CoQ10. There are other things you can use besides warfarin. You could talk to your doctor about that. Newer drugs like Pradaxa, Xarelto, so you could look into that. And then that way you could actually get away with taking CoQ10, but always consult with your doctor and your pharmacist before you start taking any new supplement. Now, here's more rationale for taking CoQ10 if you're worried about atrial fibrillation. It turns out that hypertension or high blood pressure increases the risk of developing AFib by about 73%. And in people with high blood pressure, CoQ10 has been shown to reduce systolic blood pressure by about 3.7 points on average. So you could take this not only for the benefits outlined previously, but also this little decrease in blood pressure that could help you out too. Now, let's say you want to take this and you checked with your doctor. What should you buy specifically? I say no gimmicks. One of the big things that's being pushed out there is ubiquinone because it has better absorption, but these studies didn't test ubiquinone. They tested CoQ10, which is ubiquinol. So CoQ10 is what you should be looking for. And also look for a product preferentially that is USP verified or NSF certified. So you'll see one of these seals on the label if they have that verification or that certification. And as a pharmacist, I'm very uptight about recommending supplements. And I want to make sure that they're pure, that they're high quality, and that they contain what they say they contain in the amounts on the label. So that's why I demand this seal of approval from one of these organizations. Also, I put links in the description below so you don't have to do any guesswork. Things that are USP verified or NSF certified, CoQ10 in the description below. Now, I have a book coming out soon for people who have had an ablation for AFib, A-flutter, or SVT, and they're interested in doing everything they can to minimize the risk of developing another arrhythmia going forward. If that's you or someone you know, then subscribe and I will have an announcement when the book is released. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.